We're going to get met with, oh, but it was just the Falcons all week long. But the Eagles came out and made a statement. Nobody, even the Falcons suck crowd, had us blowing them out of the water on the road week 1. The new money man, Jordan Mailata, just blowing people up. And on that Jalen Reagor touchdown where Mailata got that pancake, can I also just mention the beautiful play action from Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders that drew the first rusher? And then he makes the throw in traffic on time. Jason Kelce, underrated block. They came out and played motivated, passionate football team, and this offensive line, when it's healthy, is so good. The Jordan Mailata story is just this guy going from rugby to $65 million left tackle in the NFL in 3 years is nuts. Again, learning from these Hall of Famers every day, you can see it. First half, not gonna lie, was a little concerned we were still not using Miles Sanders enough. I think he had like 5 carries going into the half, but Nick pulled him out in the second half, and it was floodgates, ripping off 5, 10, 20 yards a clip. Chad Johnson's been letting us know all season about DeVonta Smith's footwork, and he gets in the end zone in his first half of football. My personal concern on Jalen Hurts is his ball going left, throwing left, that ball to the left side. This was a dime to DeVonta Smith. If he can throw this ball that accurately, his skill set is deep. We know about the work ethic. We're already seeing it. The Birds are back. I came in as skeptical as anyone, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. They got a big test next week. The San Francisco 49ers, who took care of business and scored even more points than we did this weekend, are going to come to town for our first home game. This is a team that had a fourth quarter lead in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago and were very banged up last season. They have George Kittle back. The defense looks stout. This is a good football team, and it's going to be a very good early test coming off a strong one here for Nick Sirianni. They're the only NFC East team with a win, and I like that out of the gate. It's hard to put this to words. The Philadelphia Phillies, who have been a very good home team this season, go into this series at the beginning of a 7-game homestand against a team coming in who was 18-50 on the road this season, and they dropped 3 out of 4. In the first 2 games of this series, they scored 5 total runs, were outscored 15-5, and all 5 of those runs came with either Didi Gregorius or Bryce Harper at the plate. You had a Bryce Harper walk with the bases loaded, a Didi walk with the bases loaded, a Didi solo shot, a Bryce solo shot, and a Bryce RBI single. Yes, you heard that correctly. Take the walks off the board. They only had 3 hits that drove in runs in the first 2 games of this series. 2 of those were solo shots, and the RBI single was in an 11-1 ball game in the 9th inning. Bryce Harper never stops playing at 110%, and he kind of said it best.
But it's our ballpark, so we definitely should be embarrassed the way that we played in front of our fans tonight.
They're 4.5 games out of the division now, but only 2.5 games out of the wild card. The problem with the wild card, although they didn't slide very far back, there has been another team leap over them in the St. Louis Cardinals. So you're only 2.5 back, but you're now chasing 3 teams. Now, I know the Eagles look good on Sunday, and a lot of the fan base is all but moved on at this point, but let me give you a few things that could result in this team making a last-minute miracle push. If, for whatever reason, this team decides to start beating non-playoff teams, you have a 3-game series against the Cubs at home. Then you go to Queens for 3 against the Mets, and you get 7 more games consecutive at home against the Orioles and Pirates next week. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this schedule sucks and they should capitalize on these wins, because these are the type of teams and series that they typically play down to and disappoint. We're really seeing the depth of this team and the lack of drafting over the last 10 years really hold this team back right now. No one's getting on base for Bryce. We're not getting any secondary power. The bullpen's been much better since the break, but overall, it's still been a historically bad, the worst bullpen season ever for the Phillies. But there's still a lot to play for here. Don't forget to follow Broads Media on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to Sports Talk with Broads on YouTube.